A very good evening, everybody. Welcome to Elijah Part 1. Can't wait. I've been loading up all the tracks this afternoon, everybody. It sounds amazing. Now, I'm just going to do a couple of quick sound checks. I'm aware I'm a bit on the quiet side, so let's do something about that. But I hope everybody's very well. There we go. I can hear myself nattering away. Yeah, volume's a bit on the quiet side, so I'm just going to tweak that. So if you're listening, don't worry, I'm just about to make that nice and loud there. Good, good, good. I'm going to turn that down because we don't need that. Fabulous. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Splendid. Okay, well, the piano works. Let's just have a bit of recording. So let's have something. Now, you didn't hear this from me, okay? This is a bit of a preview. Here's a little bit of... Let's have a bit of Yet Doth the Lord See It Not. Here we go. Yet doth the Lord see it not. Yet doth the Lord see it not. He mocketh at us. Splendid. Splendid. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait to share this amazing recording with you all. It is staggeringly good, and I've been enjoying it all afternoon. I actually sent Mark a text. I was wondering whether I should tell you this. I listened to Yet Doth the Lord See It Not earlier on this morning to get it all loaded, and also I'm sure you can appreciate these tracks are fresh from the oven, if you like. They're still warm. Some of them are still finishing off. So just want to make sure that I'm able to keep up with them and bring you in the right place. There's an element of practice and so on. So I was there conducting away, and we got to the end of Yet Doth the Lord, that amazing moment, His mercies on thousands fall. My goodness me. And I'm afraid I burst into tears, ladies and gentlemen. So beautiful. And not just a little sort of, oh, that's lovely. It was gorgeous. Oh dear, the power of music. Well, look, I've got your comments up here on the screen. Let me see if I can get them up so we can have a little chat together. So let's have a look. Hello, everybody. Oh, you're slightly off centre, so let's just sort that out. Let's bring you back where I can see you. There we go. That's the edge of that. Fabulous. So a very good evening, everybody. That was a great taster, says Michael. Excellent. Can't wait to sing with Fieri, says Gina. Quite right, too. Hello everyone from Getting Dark after a nice sunny day in Hampshire, says Anne. Absolutely. Well, it's the same here. In Bristol, it's been lovely today. Makes a nice change. And now it is rapidly getting dark. So that means it's time for Elijah. Absolutely wonderful. Now look, everybody. I thought we'd do something... well, we're going to have a lot of fun with this. I want everyone to enjoy themselves. That's the point of tonight's rehearsal. I've had a few messages from people on Twitter along the lines of, great that we finished teaching, but I'm nowhere near ready to sing on Saturday. And I'll say this again when we officially start at 5 o'clock, but I'm not expecting people to be ready on Saturday. Okay, it's not a concert performance. It's the first time we get to sing it all the way through with everything. Now, I'm sure you those of you that sung in choirs will understand this. When you learn a piece for a concert, one concert, you only get one shot at it. And it's one of the great frustrations of my job is that you get the choir sounding really good. You say you're going to be fantastic on the day. And then you go to the venue and all it takes is just for a little something to go wrong or something, and people get a bit spooked and the concert doesn't go quite as well as it sounded in rehearsal. And then you never get to do it again. Whereas our model is you learn it and enjoy it. We sing it through. That's what Saturday's all about. It's kind of this isn't a sprint. This is a marathon. So we've got to the sort of midway point on Saturday where we sing it all the way through. Then those of you that want to record, and it is entirely optional, but those of you who want to record will be sent instructions and you record yourselves singing this incredible work. We then send it to our amazing team who will then mix it. And then we sing it in February. And in between those dates, so beginning of November and February when we sing it, you have plenty of time to come back and just munch away at Elijah, just small bites here, you know, a movement there, a line there, a couple of bars, all right, and just make sure that you're happy with everything. And then we're going to take it on tour, folks. We sing it around the world 3 times in one day. Those of you that are up for it, I shall have to have bionic arms by the end of it, but that's when I'm going to ask everybody to be as ready as you can be. And we get to sing it 3 times on the day. And you can take part in as much or as little of this as you like. But I think that is a much more satisfying journey for those of us who put in so much work, So much effort. We're going to get to sing it not just once. We sing it on Saturday. Then the recording process will open. We'll then sing it again in January. I'm going to do a little standalone rehearsal to a couple of those to just sing it through to remind us. And then we sing it in February. And I get to hear you singing it, which I can't wait. Okay. Now, everybody, we're going to have a lot of fun, as I said tonight. So first of all, put aside any worries about not being note perfect. If you've missed rehearsals, it doesn't matter. I want you to enjoy tonight. And so I thought we'd do something that you wouldn't normally get the chance to do. Okay, we're going to have the first movement, and you're going to hear quite a lot of Ashley as Elijah tonight. All right, so just be ready for that, because my goodness me, the man can sing. We're going to get the overture as well, and Mr. Gowers, that man can play. My goodness. And the overture, well, it's long. It's a big block of music. It's 4 pages of very dense music for orchestra. And you see, what usually happens is the choir sits there, waits patiently whilst the orchestra does its thing, and the conductor has a lovely time, and then the conductor points and goes, stand up, and everyone sort of goes, oh, stands up, and then you sing. I'm going to teach you, those of you that are happy to, and you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I thought you could conduct along with me in the overture. Okay, so you up for it? I'm just going to teach a very simple pattern. Okay, this is how you conduct in 4. Okay, the overture is in 4. It's got a C at the start of it. And C stands for common time, which is 4/4. Okay, so 4 is down. So you use your strong hand, in this case my right hand. Down is the first beat. That's why they call it the down beat. It's the strong movement from up to down. Gravity helps. 1. Okay, 2 then goes across your body. Okay, into your body. So if your right hand, you're going to go in there. If your left hand is going to go in. That's a weak beat. 1, 2 goes across the body. 3 is out. 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, collecting, is the upbeat, 4. So it's down, across, out, up. Down, across, out, up. Give it a go with me. Ready? Here we go. And down, across, out, up. Down, across, out, up. Very, very nice. All right. Now, one thing, a little bit of advice I give all my conducting students, and you are now officially my conducting students. When you're conducting, remember the beat exists in the middle rather than at these places. So it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the problem is you go out of that box of vision, just like here on the screen. If I put the second beat there, you can't see it. So it's 1, 2, and you bounce off the second beat and go across. 3, bounce out. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just bear that in mind. If that doesn't fit with your style, then just go full Toscanini, okay, or even Bernstein. But if you're going to do that, you need to make sure you've cleared all of the furniture from around you, because they're a very fiery conductor. Okay, so the overture goes, it sounds a bit like Jaws at the start. It goes, doo-dum, 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 da-da-da-da-dum. Okay, now the first beat bounces off a 4, so it's 3, 4, da-dum, da-dum. And what we'll do is when we play this through in a minute, we'll have some fun. I'll count along, and those of you that want to can conduct along with me. If you don't want to do it, if you want to focus on the music and enjoy it, then please do. Honestly, Richard has done a staggering job with this organ playing, and you will need to be on the ball, because 4 bars before you come in with Help Lord, there's a pedal note in the organ. Okay, so when that happens, stop conducting, okay, and be ready to sing. All right, so it's entirely optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Now, I want to just put a quick health and safety aspect in on this. If you are going to conduct along, please be careful of things around you. Okay, please be mindful of microphones, for example, like this one, and cups, and children, pets, spouses, fragile things, Auntie Mavis's vase that you've had in the family for centuries, that kind of thing. Okay, make sure that's all out the way if you're going to conduct. Because the music's very fiery and very passionate, and you might find yourself getting carried away, and I don't want to be held liable for any injuries. I think we should say in that terms and condition voice, the self-isolation choir is not responsible for any injury caused to you or any member of your family through conducting. Thank you. Okay, there we are. So how's everybody doing? Are you having a good day, folks? Boy, do I need some music. Take me away from... Well, look, there's a lot going on in the world. You might have noticed. Okay, there's some bits and pieces happening in the news, and that's fine, and they can enjoy that, and let them deal with that. We are here with a very, very specific goal. We are going to enjoy Mendelssohn's Elijah, the first part of it. And that's what you have to do for the next hour, folks. Okay? Please, if you're one of these people, and I have to say, I have been glued to this. I think I said to some people earlier on, I've worn a hole in the glass in the front of my phone by just refreshing the page over and over and over again the last 24 hours. No point. Put it down. Okay? Consider even turning it off. Again, I said to a friend, if something changes in terms of the developments of this great political thing that's happening, I'm sure we'll hear about it at some point. I think it's fair to say some words will be written on the subject. So put it to one side, get a great big grin on your face, pop up in the comments and say hi. If you haven't popped up in the comments before, consider just pop up and saying hello and coming and meeting everybody. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider hitting the subscribe button. We've rocketed above 1,000 subscribers to the Elijah channel, and I know Mark is delighted about that. I'm very happy about it too. So consider that subscription button and the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just having a look. 265 people online and 73 likes. So that is 180 people who don't like me. Now, if you can, folks, consider hit that thumbs up. All right, it helps us. It helps the algorithm. It all looks good. Hello, everybody. Hello, Lorna and Mary. Bring it on, says Lorna. Fantastic. Hello, Dorothy from Vancouver. This will be fun. Oh, I cannot tell you, everybody, how good the music is. It's just mind-meltingly good. Absolutely astonishing. I still can't believe that this amazing group of young singers, and they are, bless them, the Fieri Consort, they're probably all here. I mean, they're all in their 20s, and they're all just so blooming talented and so good at what they do. And they've produced the entirety of Elijah sung in isolation. I don't think anyone's ever done anything quite like that before. It is a staggering achievement. Now, look, if you are here, everybody, if you are here, Fieri, okay, and I do think we might have a couple of Fieri singers popping up, because I don't think they've heard all of these tracks all mixed yet. If you are here, please do say hello and then prepare for the onslaught of love that'll appear in the comments, all right? Because we think you are marvellous. Ashley Riches, if you're here tonight, pop up and say hi, and then be prepared for a deluge of lots of very, very, very excited ladies who'll be very pleased to see you. Richard, if you're here as well, honestly, phenomenal playing. We can't wait to hear all this put together. And, well, everybody, I'm just getting ready. We're down to the last minute or so. Can I ask you, if you've not had a warm-up yet, can you go and get warmed up? All right, we'll do a couple of very quick stretches and a bit of yoga, but we're not going to warm up the voices because we've got such a lot of music to get through. We're going to be running complete movements, in some cases several movements one into the other, so some serious blocks of music. So if you could make sure that you've had a chance to warm up, that would be fantastic. They have all been invited, says Mark. That's great. Well, everybody. Oh, is Ashley here? Fabulous. Well, as people turn up, please. Yeah, Glennis has said, if Ashley appears, I'll probably swoon. Frankly, so will I. He's absolutely amazing. So, everybody, thank you so much for being here tonight. It is incredibly exciting to be about to start this sing through. So, thank you as always for your wonderful comments. It is splendid to see you. You know, in these trying times with everything that's going on, the community on this choir is absolutely fantastic. And if you haven't chimed in, if you haven't sent us a comment yet, do consider just popping up. It is such a lovely, warm, friendly environment, and it'll be lovely to see you. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to your comments, so thank you very, very much indeed. As we go full screen, here we go. Ooh, marvellous, thank you. And I've just noticed my curtain is showing. That side and that side. There we go. Don't want to see behind the curtain, at least not yet. Okay, everybody, a very, very good evening. Welcome to Elijah. This is Elijah Part 1, and I want to start by just thanking you and congratulating you all for an amazing achievement. So I'm just going to, that's going to bother me otherwise. An amazing achievement. We have learnt together the entire chorus and chorales and quartets and trios from Mendelssohn's Elijah, and that is an incredible achievement. If you were with us for Messiah at Home, you'll remember that was an immensely intense, very, very focused burst of music learning, and that was an absolute sprint. We had Hallelujah Day on May the 31st, and we had to get there. We had to record the whole thing with the orchestra. It was an incredible maelstrom of activity. Now, Elijah is different. We're treating this as a marathon. Okay, so although we finished the teaching, I'm aware that there are a lot of people out there who haven't had a chance to sing everything through, who perhaps have missed a rehearsal or two because you're all busy people and you have lives. And I don't want anybody to worry about that in terms of Saturday, okay? Today, tomorrow and Saturday are sing-throughs, and I just want you to enjoy yourselves, all right? So on that, tonight, we will be singing through all the choruses in part 1 of Elijah, starting at the very, very beginning. Okay, so we'll have the introduction, we'll have the overture. Those of you who are here slightly early will have had a very quick conducting lesson, so we're going to conduct together through the overture, which will then go straight into Help Lord. And, excuse me, tonight, before each movement, if we're straight in, I'll give you a note. Otherwise, the introductions will run as they should. Just trying to think. So there are a couple of tiny little teething issues with the tracks. They are immensely well sung and mixed, but of course they've been put together very, very quickly and very, very well, with a couple of very tiny issues. In order to record all these tracks, of course, the singers have had to clap and sync, as we do when we record, and there are, I think, 2 or 3 claps, just at unexpected moments in the recordings. They won't be there on Saturday. It's just because these tracks, and the paint's still drying on them, frankly, ladies and gentlemen. So I think I think we can forgive Josh and Fieri. They've done an incredible job, and just treat it as early applause. Okay, so everybody, we're going to get started. If I could ask you, please, to be upstanding. All right, plant those feet as shoulders width apart. Fantastic. Get those knees nice and soft so that the music can push you around. Thank you very much. Roll those shoulders around, please. And bring them up to your ears. Take a deep breath and let them fall. Wonderful. Roll that head around. Loosen up those muscles. Fantastic. Okay, thank you ever so much, everybody. Now, if you haven't had a chance to warm your voice up, please do consider pausing the stream, go and watch one of our earlier warm-ups, watch one of Angie's warm-ups, they're fantastic, and then come back and sing with us now. We're going to start, well, at the very beginning. So if you could all turn to the first page of music in our free score, or if you're using a different score, the opening, the introduction. And this will run into the overture, which will then run straight into Help Lord. Now, in terms of what you do in the actual performance, I would stay seated for the introduction and the overture and stand 4 bars before you sing. If you want to conduct along, as I said, please feel free to do so. So, everybody, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Fieri Consort, Ashley Riches as Elijah, with Richard Gowers on the organ. Here we are. Enjoy. to page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Five lines to go. Four lines. Three lines. Five bars. Stand up, everybody. 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, bar. Tenors.
The harvest now is over, the summer days are gone, and yet no power cometh to help. And yet no power cometh to help. The summer days are gone, and yet no power cometh to help. Harvest time is over, the summer
whose tongue now cleaveth for thirst to his mouth.
Infant children ask for bread.
Infants, children ask for bread.
And there is no one. And there is no one breaketh it to
Thank you, everybody, and a huge thanks to the Fieri Consort, to Richard and to Ashley. What a start, what an opening, and astonishing singing, absolutely wonderful. So thank you, everybody. So that's our first time singing that with Fieri. Obviously it's a different sound, it's a different tempo in a couple of places. So just this is now our lodestone. Okay, this is what we're basing everything on, and so the fact this is recorded, you can come back to this as many times as you'd like. Of course, you'll have Saturday as well, sing along with this version, and you'll have everything in it that we need. Okay, fabulous. Fieri are here. Fabulous, there you are. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Fabulous. Hi, Hannah. Okay, so everybody, we're going to carry on with Lord, Bow Thine Ear to Our Prayer. Now, on Saturday, I won't be pausing and talking and giving you notes. So sopranos, you get that there to an E and an E chord, and that's your next note for that treble and alto line. Okay, so let's sing Lord, Bow Thine Ear. Here we go. Ready, altos and sopranos? And
Lord, bow thine ear to our prayer.
Lord, bow thine ear to our prayer.
Zion's friend hands for aid, and there is neither help nor comfort. Zion's friend hands for aid, and there is neither help nor comfort. Is neither help nor comfort. Lord, bow thine ear to our prayer.
Lord, bow thine ear to our prayer.
Zion's spread the hands, she spread hands for aid, and there is neither Lord, bow thine ear to our prayer. And there is thine ear to our prayer.
Lord, bow thine ear
Zion's
to our
spread hands for aid, and there is neither help nor comfort, and there is neither help nor comfort. There is neither help
Lord, bow thine ear to our prayer.
Lord, bow thine ear to our prayer.
Lord, bow thine ear.
Hands for aid, and there is neither help nor comfort. Bow thine ear to our prayer. And there is neither help nor
wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you again, Fieri. Glorious sound. And everybody, it's so nice to sing with a recording that's so clear. You can hear each individual line. And of course, you will be singing along and recording, those of you that are happy to, with special versions of each of these tracks with the soprano, alto, tenor, bass brought out so you can sing along. It's absolutely phenomenal. Well done, everybody. Okay, so we're going to skip the next two movements because they're solo. You'll hear them on Saturday. If With All Your Hearts You Truly Seek Me is... And I'm getting the hair standing up on the back of my neck just thinking about it as a tune, as a beautiful, beautiful piece. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. It's glorious. But we're going to move on to chorus number 5, Yet Doth the Lord See It Not. You'll find this on page 20. Basses. There's your note. Yet doth the Lord see it not. Okay. And this is the one earlier on. Now that Hannah is here, I will confess this one, the end of this is Mercies on Thousands Fall. It's always got me, this one. And today it really hit home, and it brought tears, and very, very good tears, but a lot of tears. So everybody, let's use this one, okay? If you've got any pent-up emotions, let's get it out, okay? Basses, there's your note. Have some fun, everybody. Here we go. And...
Yet doth the Lord see it not.
Yet doth the Lord see it not.
He mocketh at us.
Yet doth the Lord see it not. Yet doth the Lord see it not.
He mocketh at us. He mocketh at us.
His hath fallen down upon us.
His curse hath
There's not much you can say to that except wow. That's just staggering. Hannah, I do hope that you folks had fun doing this, because what you've achieved is unbelievable. It must have been a huge amount of work, and I can't wait to meet you guys all one day and to thank you all face to face, but that is stunning. Well done, everybody. Okay, so we need to press on because there's still lots of lovely, lovely music to sing. So can we sing now, please? For he shall give his angels charge unto over thee, I should say, not unto thee. This will actually start with the beautiful recitative, Elijah, get thee hence, Elijah. So you have about a page or so of singing before we come in. So if you haven't had a drink recently, please do rehydrate yourselves. If you're like me and that got you a bit emotional, definitely have a drink. Okay, here we go, everybody. Here is Elijah, get thee hence, Elijah, number 6, going into number 7. And
Elijah, get thee hence, Elijah, depart and turn thee eastward, thither hide thee by Kerith's brook. There shalt thou drink its waters, and the Lord thy God hath commanded the ravens to feed thee there. So do according unto his word.
okay, ready, everybody? For he shall give his angels. And
For he shall give his angels charge over thee,
And they shall protect thee in all the ways thou goest.
he shall give his angels charge over thee,
And they shall protect thee.
in all the ways we
He shall give his angels charge over thee.
their hands shall uphold and guide thee,
That their hands shall uphold and guide thee.
their hands
Shall uphold and guide thee. Lest thou dash thy foot They shall protect thee in all the ways thou goest. They shall protect thee. They shall protect thee all the ways thou goest. They shall protect thee. They shall protect thee.
absolutely stunning. Absolutely amazing. Well done. Thank you, everybody. What I love about this, just a little aside, I've never heard Elijah sung with one voice per part before. I don't know if anyone's ever attempted it, but it sounds so fresh and so intimate. It's absolutely amazing. There's little elements there in that 8-part texture. If you know Harris's Fair as the Heaven, for example, sounds very much like that. Wonderful, wonderful performing. And of course, everybody at home, you get to sing along with these incredible singers, and as if you're standing next to the best singer in the choir when you record. How's that? Okay, so we're now going to sing Blessed Are the Men, please, everybody. And for me, it's so wonderful to be singing these pieces again and remembering, it seems like a long time ago, but back in September when we were just getting started with this. How wonderful to be here as we've taught the whole thing. So let's sing together, Blessed Are the Men. This is number 9, page 45 in our free score. And here we go. Ready, sopranos? 1, 2.
Blessed
Wonderful stuff. Thank you so much, everybody. Now that one, what I love about that is it's got so much energy and so much movement. I still can't believe that Richard is managing to play all these lines so fluidly and so fluently. It's fab. Now, just bear in mind, in a couple of places, the tempo speeds up and slows down a bit. So listen and follow along with the recording, okay? It's that middle section when we sing that through darkness riseth light. There's a bit of a push forward in tempo, and then it comes back again after that big moment. Wonderful stuff, and brilliantly sung again, Fieri, and well done, Richard. Now, everybody, have a drink, because we've reached a rather important moment. Now, we heard from Elijah about half an hour ago, and he's been waiting in the wings ever since, and so we're going to welcome Ashley to sing now, as God the Lord, and we're going to go all the way through this Rest It with chorus. So remember, this is the one where we sing Thou art Elijah, and then we shall see whose God is the Lord, and we did a lot of work on the drama for this. Okay, so remember the different characters for this one, and this will lead us to Baal we cry to thee. And so what I'm going to do is I think we should just run from number 10 all the way through to the end of Baal hear an answer. So these movements are going to run one into the other. We don't yet have the recording for Lord God of Abraham, and frankly, even if we had it, I probably wouldn't share it with you. I'll save that one for Saturday. So we'll stop after, where is it? Yeah. We'll be finishing on page 71. So we're going to go from page 52 to page 71 without a break. Okay, have fun. I have to say, folks, this is one of the best bits in the whole work, and Ashley is amazing. So here we go, everybody. As God the Lord, take it away, Ashley.
Stay
Okay, bottom of the page.
Thou, Elijah, art thou
Ready, everybody?
he that troubleth Israel?
Art Elijah, thou he that troubleth Israel?
I never troubled Israel's peace. It is thou, Ahab, and all thy father's house. Ye have forsaken God's commands, and thou hast followed Baalim. Now send and gather to me. Send and gather to me the whole of Israel unto Mount Carmel. There summon the prophets of Baal, and also the prophets of the groves, who are feasted at Jezebel's table. Then we shall see
Ready, everyone?
whose God is the Lord.
And then we shall see whose God is
Rise then, ye priests of Baal, select and slay a bullock, and put no fire under it. Uplift your voices and call the God ye worship. And I then will call on the Lord Jehovah. And the God who by far shall answer, let him be God.
And the God who by fire shall answer, let him be God.
Call first upon your God. Your numbers are many. Even I only remain one prophet of the Lord. Invoke your forest gods and mountain deities.
Okay, here are your notes, bases. Bases. Okay, ready.
Baal, we cry to thee, Baal, we cry to thee, hear and answer us.
Baal, we cry to thee, Baal, we cry to thee, hear and answer us.
Heed the sacrifice
a god, he talketh, or he is pursuing, or he is in a journey, or peradventure he sleepeth. So awaken him, call him louder, call him louder. Hear, cry, obey, arise,
Arise, now arise, wherefore slumber, now arise, wherefore slumber, now arise, wherefore slumber.
Call him louder, he heareth not. With knives and lancets, cut yourselves after your manner. Leap upon the altar ye have made. Call him and prophesy. Not a voice will answer you. None will listen.
Ready?
None heed you.
I don't hear anything, folks, except rapturous applause. Well done, everybody. Isn't that just so much fun? Goodness me. Oh, wonderful, wonderful stuff. So much drama. Ashley, if you're watching, I'm going to have to really try hard not to laugh at just the comedy that you're bringing to the role. It's so good. Isn't he brilliant, everybody? If Ashley's here, just give me a long stream of how wonderful Ashley is and we'll send it to him. What a sound. Absolutely brilliant. Now, look, folks, we're doing really, really well. We have 3 movements remaining. The last one is a big one, so we do need to press on. Of course, what will follow on Saturday is just the most soothing, calming, relaxing, beautiful aria, I think, written for the bass voice. Lord God of Abraham, I can't wait for you to hear it. It always moves me to tears, and it'll do the same to you, I'm sure. Now, we follow. It's a hard thing to do, is to sing after Lord God of Abraham, but we need to do it. We're going to sing Cast Thy Burden Upon the Lord, everybody, please. So turn to number 15, and let's have the notes. And just to say, Hannah, if you're still here, the quality of the chorale singing that you guys put out, I'm sure you know this, is absolutely phenomenal. And having sung this work and conducted it before, I've never heard the chorale sung one voice per part. It's like Bach, and Mendelssohn I know would approve. Wonderful stuff. So everybody, cast thy burden upon the Lord and just enjoy yourselves. Here we go. And can't wait to hear you all sing that, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolutely beautiful performance. Well done. Thank you so much, Hannah. Well done, Fieri. I've just seen a message here from Ashley Riches. Hope you're enjoying the Blood and Thunder. I'll be with you on Saturday. Oh, we certainly are, Ashley. Thank you so much. Well, speaking of Blood and Thunder, it's perfect timing. Can we have a look at O Thou Who Makest Thine Angel Spirits going into The Fire Descends from Heaven, which is just over the page. So Ashley will sing us this little introduction. And a couple of people have pointed out that obviously we've been rehearsing with Dietrich Fischer-Dieskau. Dietrich Fischer-Dieskau was a baritone, lovely high voice, beautiful sound. Ashley is a bass, and when he really lets rip, well, you've already heard it, but when he sings quietly, well, you'll hear. After Cast Thy Burden upon the Lord, our Elijah, he sings a very quiet prayer before he calls down the fire from heaven. Here we go.
O thou who makest thine angels spirits, thou whose ministers are flaming fires.
Ready, everyone?
Let them now descend.
The fire descends from heaven.
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 Flames consume his
Fire descends from heaven. Flames consume
The flames
his
consume
heart.
his
Flames consume
soul.
his
Consume
flames
his
consume
heart.
his
Flames
flames
consume
prophets of Baal, and let not one of them escape you. Bring them down to Caison's broad, and let them peace.
Take all the prophets of Baal, and let not one of them escape us. Bring all and slay them.
I don't think it's going to end well for the priests of Baal, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Fabulous performance by Ashley and Fieri. Again, I can't wait to hear the whole choir singing that in February, but before that we're going to get to sing it on Saturday, and then Ashley will launch into this incredible aria, Is Not His Word Like a Fire, which those of you that sang on Messiah you'll find very, very familiar, very Handelian, and then this beautiful aria, Woe Unto Them, just this very short, beautiful alto aria. And so we're going to skip those, folks, because we have one more movement. Well, actually, it's two squashed together. We're going to sing 19 and 20. So, O Lord, thou hast overthrown, into Thanks Be to God. And this will be the last thing we do today. We are going to overrun by about 3 minutes. But I'm sure you agree, it's all worth it. What wonderful, wonderful music. So this one starts on page 91, as I said, with all sorts of recitative. This is the one with the lovely Open the Heavens and Send Us Relief. We'll then hear whether or not the youth can see anything. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. I don't want to spoil it for you, but something turns up in the end. And then into Thanks Be to God, and that'll be where we leave things for tonight, everybody. So, the last movement of part 1, O Thou Thust Overthrown. If you haven't had a drink recently, please, everybody, please hydrate yourselves. And let's get this done. Okay, here we go, everybody. Oh, hang on. Oh, yes. So this is actually going from page 90, my apologies. Among the idols of the Gentiles. So this is the start of O Man of God. So we're at O Lord, Thou's Overthrown here.
Have respect.
This is page 95. Are you ready for Thanks Be to God? Marvellous stuff. Well done. Well done, everybody. Absolutely thrilling and exciting, and just what, well, certainly what I needed, and I hope That's everything that you expected and wanted and dreamed in terms of a guide track. I mean, Fieri, what you have created for us, I've said it before and I'll say it again, is remarkable. Thank you so much for all of your wonderful singing. Mr. Riches, if you're watching this later on, I know you'll be with us on Saturday, but we are so privileged to have you as our Elijah. I can't wait to walk with you, sir, on Saturday, and to follow in your footsteps and feel this immense journey. And of course, we still have the wonderful cello solo to look forward to in It Is Enough, and all of part 2, which we'll sing through tomorrow night. So everybody, well done. Now, remember what I said at the start, I'm not expecting people to be note perfect at this point. We still have many months to go before we're singing this around the world. And our world tour performance 3 times in one day, it's going to be incredible. So rest your voices between now and tomorrow, please. We'll sing through all of part 2 tomorrow. Then you have Friday to catch your breath, and then we'll sing it all the way through on Saturday and just revel in this amazing performance. And so can we just please show me a long string of well dones and thank yous and applauses for Fieri, please, everybody, and for Richard and for Ashley. Brilliant stuff, folks. Well, look, have a great evening, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. for our last Elijah rehearsal, okay, before the sing through on Saturday. It's not the last Elijah rehearsal because we'll have some more in the new year before our final performance, but tomorrow's going to be very special, and so please join me for that part 2 sing through. All right, everybody, so have a great evening. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye, folks.